Welcome. Stop where you are. Let your shoulders drop. Let the world outside simply stop. We spend our days running, a race with no end, chasing the hours, with no time to spend on the marvels that float in the air that we breathe, all the secrets the trees and the galaxies weave. For the next hour, put your worries aside. Let your mind be a ship on an infinite tide. We are going on a journey, but we won't move a foot from the edge of the cosmos to the depths of a root, from the black of the void to the blue of the sea, to discover the truth of what it means to be. You are not just a person sitting alone in a room. You are stardust that gathered to flower and bloom. So breathe in the silence, breathe out the noise, listen to my voice, find your poise. Have you ever looked up at the night sky above and felt something strange, like fear or like love? That feeling is ancient, it's written in bone, a reminder that Earth is our temporary home. But the story I'll tell you is not just a dream, it is woven with facts, flowing just like a stream. We will talk of the science that sounds like a myth, the mysteries we live with and die with and live with. Did you know that the atoms that make up your hand were forged in a star that once blazed o'er the land? When that star met its end and exploded in fire, it scattered the dust of your heart's desire. So when I say universe, I don't mean out there. I mean the skin on your bones and the light in your hair. You are the cosmos, observing itself, not a book gathering dust on a shelf. In the hour ahead, we will peel back the veil. We will follow the clues. We will follow the trail. We will dive into forests where trees talk and feel through a network of fungi incredibly real. We will float past the planets where diamonds rain down on a gas giant king wearing a storm for a crown. We will ask, what is time? Is it really a line or a circle unbroken by grander design? I have gathered the truths that are hidden from view to paint a perspective that's entirely new. Some facts will be heavy and some will be light. Some will bring comfort and some distinct fright. But knowledge is a power and wonder is fuel. In a world that can sometimes be boring and cruel, wonder is the weapon, the shield and the key to unlock the chains and set your mind free. So are you ready? The journey begins, not with the stars, but with where life begins. Before we ascend to the vacuum of space, let us look at the ground, at this beautiful place. Feel gravity pull you, holding you tight, a hug from the planet, purely physics and light. Let us start with the soil, the green and the brown. Let us listen to nature without making a sound. Slow down your heart, open your mind. Let's leave the familiar far behind. The clock has now vanished. The journey is clear. Welcome to the magic. Right now, right here. Now, shift your focus to the ground beneath your shoe. There is a civilization hidden from you. You see the forest as the trees standing still, separate statues upon a green hill. But science has shown us a truth quite profound. The real conversation happens underground. Dig past the roots, through the dirt and the stone. No tree in the forest ever stands alone. A web of white threads called mycelium flows, a fungal connection that secretly grows. It's the wood wide web, nature's internet lines, connecting the maples, the birches, the pines. Think of it now as pulses of light moving through soil in the dead of the night. If a mother tree sees that a sapling is weak, hidden from sun, looking fragile and bleak, she sends it some sugar. She sends it some life, helping her neighbor survive through the strife. They warn of the beetles, they warn of the drought, a chemical language we are learning about. So next time you walk through the woods on your own, know that the silence is just in your bone. The forest is talking, debating, and feeling, a community act of collective healing. But it isn't just trees that have secrets to keep. Let's look at the creatures who crawl and who creep. Consider the bee, with its black and gold fur, a tiny mechanic, a chaotic blur. But watch how they dance when they find a new flower. They unlock the secrets of geometry's power. It's called the waggle dance, a map drawn in air, telling the hive exactly what's there. They use the sun as a compass, so true, adjusting for angles and the wind that blew. A brain size of grass seeds, yet math is their art, knowing geography right from the start. And what of the birds migrating so high? How do they know where to go in the sky? Quantum mechanics in a robin's small eye allows them to see magnetic fields fly. They don't just see trees, or the river, or sand. They see the magnetic grid of the land, a visual compass glowing and bright, guiding them home through the darkest of night. It makes you wonder what senses we lack, what colors and forces remain in the black. Just because you cannot feel the magnetic stream doesn't mean it's not real, doesn't mean it's a dream. Now let us leave the hard earth behind and float to the oceans where sunlight is blind. Down in the depths, where the pressure is crushing, where life moves in slow motion, never rushing. We fear getting old, we fear the last breath, but one creature down there has cheated death. The Turritopsis dohonii, a jellyfish small, does not fear the reaper, does not fear the fall. When it gets injured or hungry or old, it does something magic, a sight to behold. It dissolves its own body, reverts to a stage of a baby polyp, resetting its age. Imagine if you, at the age of 80, could turn back to an infant and live life once more. Biological immortality, a loop without end, the only true immortal, our gelatinous friend. And deeper still, where the whales sing their song, frequencies distinct and incredibly long, a blue whale can call to a friend far away across entire oceans, turning night into day. Sound travels faster in water, you see, a global connection, wild and free. While we use our phones to send text to a peer, they sing to a brother across a hemisphere. The earth is alive, from the core to the crust, in the fungus, the feathers, the water, the dust. We've walked through the forest, we've swam in the deep, we've seen the secrets the animals keep. But the ground is now heavy, the water is dense. It is time to ascend, in the literal sense. Let go of the anchor, let go of the weight. We are heading up towards a celestial gate. Above the green canopy, into the blue, where the air gets thin and the view becomes new. Look up. The atmosphere waits with its gaseous embrace, the final frontier before outer space. Ready your wings. We are leaving the ground, where silence replaces the ocean's deep sound. We float now upwards, feet off the grass, watching the green and the blue slowly pass, into the realm of the wind and the cloud, where the thunder is born, crashing and loud. Look at a cloud, drifting soft in the air like a ball of white cotton without a care. It looks like a pillow, it looks like a ghost. But appearances deceive us more than most. Here is a fact that will heavy your mind. That fluffy white cloud is not soft, you will find. A cumulus cloud, average size in the sky, weighs 1,000,000 pounds, floating on high. That's 100 elephants suspended in blue, or a fleet of jets floating over you. Water is heavy, but spread out so thin, a floating ocean where the heavens begin. So when you look up, don't just see the white, see the power of physics holding on tight. Tons of water defying the ground, drifting in silence, making no sound. Higher we go, where the air gets cold, to a boundary line that is brave and bold. They call it the Karman line, the edge of the sphere, where the atmosphere ends and space becomes clear. It's thinner than you think, this blanket of air, like the skin on an apple, fragile and rare. If you drove your car straight up to the sky in just 1 hour, you'd be flying high into the darkness, leaving Earth behind. A terrifying thought for the human mind. Below us, the storms create lightning so bright. Did you know a bolt is hotter than light? Hotter than the surface of the sun, it is true. 5 times hotter, slicing the blue. Nature is violent. Nature is raw, demanding our fear and demanding our awe. The blue begins fading to indigo deep. The world below us is falling asleep. The stars stop twinkling. They burn steady and bright, unfiltered, unblinking, piercing the night. We are crossing the threshold, leaving the nest. Put your human logic to the ultimate test. There is no up, there is no down, no solid earth, no grassy ground. Only the void, expanding and vast, where the future is tangled up with the past. Take a last look at the blue marble sphere. Everything you love is staying down there. Turn your face to the black, to the infinite sea. Welcome to the cosmos. Welcome to we. In the movies, the spaceships roar as they fly, but that is a fiction, that is a lie. Space is a vacuum. Sound cannot flow. No medium for the vibrations to go. A supernova could burst right by your ear, and absolute silence is all you would hear. The most violent events in the history of time happen in silence, a pantomime. But while you can't hear it, you might catch a scent, a smell from the galaxy, chemically sent. Astronauts say, when they walk in the void, a distinct aroma cannot be destroyed. It clings to their suits when they come back inside. A smell of seared steak where the stars have died. Or raspberries and rum, a chemical trace. Ethyl formate, the perfume of space. Sweet and metallic, the smell of the dark. A sensory ghost leaving its mark. Let's drift to the giants, the planets of gas, where storms the size of our continents pass. Look at Neptune and Uranus, spinning so far, freezing and lonely, viewing the star. Deep in their hearts, where the pressure is high, it doesn't rain water from the alien sky. The carbon is crushed by a force so immense, it turns into diamonds, sparkling and dense. Literal diamonds, falling like rain, a treasure trove hidden in pressure and pain. Sinking to the core, a glittering grave, riches beyond what a human could save. And look back at Jupiter, the king of the fold, a guardian giant, brave and bold. His gravity pulls in the rocks and the stone, protecting the earth. So we aren't alone. He eats up the asteroids that might hit our home, the vacuum cleaner of the celestial dome. Without his gravity, life might be gone. We owe him the fact that we see the dawn. Now, let us find something heavier still, a neutron star with a gravitational will. When a giant star dies and collapses in tight, it packs all its mass, crushing the light. Imagine a teaspoon, just a small bit, of this neutron matter, if you could hold it. That single teaspoon in the palm of your hand would weigh billions of tons more than the land. Like holding a mountain, like holding a sea, compressed to a sugar cube, essentially. Matter so dense, it defies what we know, where the laws of our physics struggle to go. And here, near the gravity, time starts to bend. a concept that's hard for us to comprehend. If you stood near that star for an hour or two, years would pass by for the people you knew. Gravity warps the clock on the wall. Time is not constant at all. It stretches and shrinks, like a rubber band, depending on where in the cosmos you stand. So as we float here, in the dark and the deep, remember the promises that the stars keep. We are small, we are fragile, but we can perceive the majestic impossible if we believe. We have floated in silence, we have swum in the deep, but there are still some riddles that I cannot keep. Now I will ask you to test what you know, to see how far your imagination can go. I will ask a question, then pause for a beat. Let the answer find you, right there in your seat. The golden origin narrator. Look at a ring on a finger, shining with gold. Where did it come from? How is it old? Is it just from the ground? Is it just from a mine? The answer, here is the secret, magnificent and fine. The earth cannot make it, it's not from our stone. Gold is an alien, far from its home. It is born when two neutron stars crash and collide, a violent explosion where atoms can't hide. It rains through the galaxy, dust of the bold. So if you are wearing a ring made of gold, you are wearing the debris of a star that is dead, a piece of the cosmos forged in the red. The answer. The science is strange, but the science is true. You are a colony, a walking zoo. For every cell that is human and yours, there are microbes and bacteria waging their wars. More than half of your body is not human at all, but tiny organisms, incredibly small. You are a galaxy to them, a planet, a host, a living ecosystem, coast to coast. So never say, I am alone in this room. You are a legion from birth to the tomb. The answer, you think you are still, but the earth spins around at 1,000 miles hourly, making no sound. And the earth circles the sun in a race that is fast, and the sun circles the galaxy, vast and vast. While you sat in that chair listening to me, you have traveled thousands of miles, wild and free. We are always in motion, spinning through space, never resting a moment in the same exact place. The questions are asked, the answers are clear. It is time to return. It is time to come near. Let us leave the black void. Let us leave the cold star. Let us journey back home from wherever we are. Glide past Pluto, lonely and small, past the spinning of Saturn, the most beautiful ball, past the red dust of Mars, aiming for blue. There is the earth, waiting for you. See the clouds again, floating so white. See the cities beginning to turn on their light. Through the atmosphere burning and bright, back to the gravity holding you tight. Feel the weight of your body return to the chair. Feel the temperature rising, the warmth of the air. You are back in the room. You are back in your skin. But you are not the same as when we begin. You have seen the mycelium under the tree. You have seen the immortal life in the sea. You have smelled the space and felt the clouds' weight. You have pondered the mysteries of time and of fate. And here is the lesson, the final decree. There is no separation between you and me. Between the star in the sky and the dirt on the ground, it is all just one energy swelling around. You are the universe, conscious and waking, observing the beauty of your own making. Stardust contemplating stardust. It's true, the cosmos is looking in the mirror at you. So when you stand up and walk out the door, don't look at the world like you did before. See the magic in puddles, the math in the leaf. Find wonder in moments that are tiny and brief. Take a deep breath. Let it out slow. You are ready to wake. You are ready to go. Open your eyes. Welcome back.